Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Renewable. I'm coming to you from Mullingar, in Mullingar, promoting what's good and great about our town, our people, and our business. And I'm here with Thomas Flynn, and Thomas has Flynn's Renewable Energy Park here in the Downs, Mullingar. And we're going to have a conversation about what's going on in Flynn's at the moment, because he's gone a whole different direction, involved in fuel for many, many years. But you've gone for a new fuel called HVO. This is the beginning of it. Thomas, tell us, we answer that phone. We get it again.
Just hold it. Can you hold it a second?
Oh no, we're going live here.
Oh jeez. Right, sorry about that.
You could have answered it anyway.
Yeah, right.
As I said, we are live here, Tom, and is it Thomas or Tom?
No, Thomas.
Thomas is
either will do.
Either will do. Now you're involved, as I said, yourself and Francis have gone in a new direction here, and you've opened up the Renewable Energy Park here in Mullingar. So HVO is the new fuel of the future.
Yeah, HVO is a renewable fuel, giving a 90% reduction in carbon emissions, 85% reduction in particulate matter, and also a big reduction in NOx emissions. So for any diesel engine, this is a solution, and it's here and now. It's available now at our forecourt here in the Downs, and will be available in every forecourt within the next couple of years.
Now, there's a few companies distributing this as well, isn't there? Is this, what do you call it, Certec, is it? Or?
Yeah, there's a number of oil companies now starting to get distributed. Yeah, Certec, and several other companies, Class Oil as well, are distributing it now in the local area. And
so you're open day and night here, because if you're going by, you can get fuel here, you can get petrol, diesel and HVO at any time of the evening.
No, petrol not.
Okay.
We haven't got petrol here yet. We do diesel, ordinary diesel for motor cars and trucks. We do HVO for cars and trucks, and also kerosene and gas oil for tractors.
Brilliant. Now, as I said, you're open all night then?
We're open 24 hours.
Run the card through?
Yeah. It's you come in and you put in your card, and you can get whatever amount of fuel you want on the card, on self-service basically.
Brilliant. And as well as that, you have a lot of space here as well, because you're inviting other renewable energy businesses to come on board with you, or to use this space, because we're in the top floor here, and I remember being in here, well, it's about 2 acres on the top floor here. But as I said, you're inviting other businesses to join up with you as well.
Yeah, well, we have space here, and we have a number of companies here already in the renewable space, like there's a couple of window companies here, and we're developing the solar. We've solar on our roofs here as well, and I'm looking even to see if there are solar companies who would be interested in taking some space here as a distribution point.
Now, you're calling it an energy park, so your plan for the future, you have a few different things going on there. You have, when you're talking about the solar, but the air, how do you spell that? That's
anaerobic digestion, A-D.
It's the easiest one.
Yeah, well, we have permission for an anaerobic digestion plant,
yeah,
which is using food waste to convert into gas, which we now intend to put into the mains, into the gas pipeline, to supply renewable gas into the grid.
Wow. And there's a company then that's coming on board for that, yeah?
Yeah, we have done a deal with Stream Bioenergy to build the plant and to run it, and that's going to happen in the next very short period of time.
Now, as well as that, we have your winning prize here from the Chamber for this is what is it? Sustainable and Climate Action, Excellence in Sustainable and Climate Action. Won not too long ago, Thomas Flynn and all your crew. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, well, listen, I was delighted to win that from the Chamber. It was a great accolade to win, and it's very relevant. The whole issue of climate change is very topical at the moment, and I'm delighted to say I've been involved in the whole area of renewables for the last nearly 12 years now. So
you reckon it's the future?
I think so. I think that weather patterns are changing. If it is something we're doing, burning fossil fuels and causing this, we need to do something about it. So, and it also makes sense to use waste, use some of the resources we have out there already, rather than digging new products out of the ground. use up what we can and
because
reuse it.
we've a lot on top, as I say. We
Yeah.
need to get rid of it. And so, what about plastics? You're not into plastics at all, or is that?
Not
another
into
thing?
plastics, but I know there's companies developing the technology is out there to reuse plastic and take the oil content out of it and reuse it again.
That's right. Seen some lads making diesel out of it.
Yes, of course,
Which is another thing. And as well as that, you're on television now again this week.
Yeah, we're on this programme Heated Thursday evening at 8 o'clock. With a short segment on HVO, which everybody should watch. And
On what day again is it?
This Thursday.
At what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Brilliant. Well, we'll keep an eye out for that. So if you're looking in there, folks, keep an eye out on the television. As well as that, another great facility you have here is you have your own, a lad could get his own petrol station. If he come up to you and he says, I want the HVO in my place, you will organise him with the petrol station.
Yeah, there's a tanks.
Or sorry, diesel.
Diesel, yeah. There's tanks available, bundled tanks with the fob system, and all telemetrically controlled, which you know what's in the tank on your phone. You can see it on your phone. You know what every user has got. You have different fobs for different vehicles, so it's all controlled, and you know you can see what saving you make if you convert from diesel to HVO. You save almost 3 kilograms of carbon on every litre you change over time.
Now, can I come out here with my diesel van and just put the HVO into the van?
You can indeed, yeah. In on top of diesel, and you can put diesel in after if you run out of HVO when you're down the road.
So there's no change in the engine in the slightest?
None whatsoever. Any diesel engine, if it runs on diesel, it'll run on HVO. No modifications, no change.
Now, is it expensive, this HVO?
It's slightly more expensive, but I suppose we're arguing with the government to try and reduce the duty on HVO to allow people to switch over. Ourselves here, we're using it on the farm, on the tractors, combine, forklifts, on my own car. I'm driving it nearly 2 years on it, and it runs the exact same as diesel, only there's no smell, no fumes.
Right, but do you have to keep topping it up with diesel? Or do you just put the HVO in and that's it?
No, just put in HVO, that's it. That's all I use is HVO.
And one more question before you go. Did you get the beet in?
We got the beet harvested last week in the rain and muck. So we're just looking at the forecast there is at the moment. I think we're just glad we have it in.
Absolutely, you're blessed. So that's really for foddering the cattle, is it?
That's for feeding cattle, yes.
And I believe they love it.
Oh, absolutely love it. It's sweet, it's sugary, and the cattle love it. Seek it out is the first thing to eat.
Another thing I can see in the distance as well is that tall grass. You have that as well.
That's a field of willow.
Right.
Again, that's something that's grown for energy crops. We supply Eden Dairy Power Station with that at the moment. So it's a biomass crop. It's grown. It's basically grown trees. It's harvested and chipped, and then moved to Eden Dairy plant for generating electricity.
And as well as that, I believe if I want to start a farm of them willows, you have the plants in the garden there as well.
Yeah, we have a thing we do with in Longside with Billy Kelly from Streamstown. We supply the plants for growing willow. Now, I suppose the biggest difficulty is the last few years the government withdrew the grant aid for planting willow, so that has had a big effect on that because it's quite expensive to sow initially.
Well, look, thanks a million for the chat. As I say, we covered a few things, but as we go along here in the Renewable Energy Park in Mullingar, outside Mullingar and the Downs, we'll have more information for you as we go along, and we'll keep you informed. If any questions, feel free to leave a message down below. And to anyone looking in, thanks for being on board. And we'll have a quick look at any messages coming in. We've friends looking in from Holland. Elizabeth White's looking in there as well. Queen of Ball's looking in from Holland, and probably a lot of these things are going on in Holland. But in Ireland and in Mullingar, we're keeping up with the world. So for myself and Thomas Flynn, good afternoon to you all. Bye for now.